really excited to talk about Tesla joining the S&P. So let me just put the tweet out. Join me live on YouTube. Let's talk about Tesla and more, right? All right, there we go. And I will open up the live stream chat on the other computer really quickly. Just want to make sure that you all can hear me okay as well. As I did make an adjustment to my microphone, and someone said that I had some issues yesterday. So I just want to make sure that you can hear me sufficiently. We always want that to work. Otherwise, what good is it, right? What happens if I'm just talking and you guys just see my mouth moving and then, oh my goodness. Yeah, that'd be funny. All right. So, hey. Hello, Asif. Hello, Arky. Hello, Christy. Thank you guys for joining me. All right. So, big day for Tesla, right? But I also want to remind everyone that if you guys are new to following me and following my channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you'll know when I go live in the middle of the day, as I do have to tweet it out live now. That doesn't automatically give me the link prior. So that's why I want you guys to subscribe, right? And I can also help you, give you some insight into what I've learned in the market, where we could be going, help you to profit in the market. All right, so looking at the SPY, we've got the 24-hour chart over here on the left. We came up, it almost looks like a W. Will we be able to stay above 353? Oh, nice, Asif, congrats. Yes, everybody join me on Tuesday and Thursday mornings live as well for yoga. I do it live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Last week I did Friday as well because Thursday we had an issue. All right, and I just realized that I forgot to move it on over to the chart, right? So let's get rid of the background here. All right, I put myself on vacation there. Ready to go on vacation. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign because of the vaccines coming, the airlines are moving, the cruise ships are moving, and oh, you can watch it later, Dea. Where are you again, Dea? Are you in California, I think, right? So it looks like we have the W set up on the SPY. However, since we had our peak back here in the beginning of November, which was that super surge from, hold on, let me go back 2 seconds. Let me mute something really quickly over here. Why did that happen? Here we go. Let me mute this. I don't want anybody to come on and then you guys are, hey, Jane, I hear somebody in the background. Okay, that is the trading room, the Java pit. So I just wanted to mute that. If you guys also want to learn about the dark pools, come on over to thedarkpools.com altogether and join the trading pit. I'll help teach you in there as well. All right, so we came up, we hit a high. We are not able to take out that high as of yet. We're still riding up these moving averages. You guys know my bear hat. Hey, if we break below 348 over here, 348.77, even this trend line, this downward trend line, we could really be dropping down and dropping down quickly. Let's get rid of the extended hours over here. And of course, Tesla was on my list today to watch, as it is the newest member of the S&P 500 as of December 31st. So it's not there just yet, but we saw signs. They said that they wanted to add it to the S&P 500. However, there were two things that they needed to qualify to be listed on the S&P 500. Number one, they had to have 2 earnings quarters that were profitable. Happened. Number two, they had to have a certain number of shares, which is part of the reason why they did the split, was to be able to meet the requirements for being listed on the stock exchange. Now we've come down. Ah, thanks, Christy. Yeah, if you guys want to join the boot camp, that is going to be November 30th, and that is 1 week intense of day trading and then a week off to digest everything. It's 70 hours intense, and then there's another week of swing trading options and some great things that we have discovered that we only share after you've gone through the training that will blow your mind, and they stay in the Java pit. So I'm not going to tell you guys, but definitely watching Tesla here. Came back, we had some price action back here on November 6th, and we're testing it again today. And we bounced off of it. We also bounced off of this trend line right here. So seeing that we're bouncing off of this trend line, we're in an upward channel right now. However, we tested the resistance up here from the top of this, almost like a W right here, and it failed. Not a wonder, right? Maybe the big guys want to, hey Kyle, we'll do those. That if this pulls back, hey, we're bouncing off of the top of this shallow downward trend. If we have volume coming in today, which we do, and we're able to close above this trend line right here, which is right here. If we're able to hold above this one, let's do a little quick measurement, right? This, I'm going to give you guys a price target. If we are able to close above, I'm going to give you guys my price target. Oops, nope, that's too high. I want from here 549 down to 308. So 549, 308, that's 251. All right, so 433 plus 251, that's my target. 684, that's my target for Tesla to the long side. As long as we can hold up here, I'm looking for 684. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it today, and I'll put a note. You guys can be my witnesses when it gets up there. Let's just do this, 84. And I'm gonna put notes in there. All right, target from breakout on 11/17 with S&P news. All right, there you go. That's my target. 684 for Tesla, in my opinion. As long as we're holding above, if we can hold above a close above 432, my target in the longer term investing range. Yeah, you like that, Kyle? That's my target. All right, so let's add Peloton on here. I'm not saying it's getting there tomorrow by any stretch. I'm talking about longer term investing. But look, right here, we went from 278 up to 538. What do you, oh. Kyle, come on. It can happen. It could even go to 1,000. All those shorts that get stubborn and then get squeezed, they're jumping on this today. They're like, yes, it's pulling back. I'm going to short this. It's going down. Well, don't get pigeonholed. How? Measurement of the triangle here from the breakdown, and then the breakout, we add it, and it's 684. What do you mean, how? With buyers. All right, now, are you guys all buying this, and you are making it go up? Maybe everybody likes my price target, and there's only 19 people. If all 19 of you were to buy this, I doubt we would make it go up that much in 5 minutes. But any event, yeah, it can happen. All right, so Tesla was my number one on the long list. Let's go back to the indexes though. So we have SPY, we have the SPY moving up right now. However, I drew this trend line from back on the highs here to the high of the 16th. So I'm going to move it up here because we did hit a new high yesterday. So that's going to be my new trend line to break. If we can break that, watch out, we will likely be going higher. However, this is setting up with resistance. We also have IWM over here. Yep, IWM. Let's go back on the daily chart. So IWM, if you draw a support resistance for that upward trend from December 10th of 2019 up here to February 13th. Well, look at that. We happen to be hitting that trend line. I drew these trend lines a while ago, and now we're hitting it and we are rejecting it, right? This is the second time yesterday that we've rejected it. And there was higher volume which day? The first day that we rejected it. How about yesterday? A bit higher than normal. Now, IWM seems to be the strongest right now when we look at all the indexes. Qs yesterday was the only one that was down on open. And now we have a bit more volume that came in. Let's look at our volume levels here, right? When we look down at the bottom, I really wish TradingView had equi-volume candles. I would love it. I've asked them. Please, everybody, write them and get them to put equi-volume candles on here. So we have a bit of triple top, right? It's come and tested 298.50 3 times. That's really the resistance to break and close above. However, we are not there right now. And the big day when we had that spike up, the surge of news, Pfizer's vaccine's coming out, but it has to be kept at negative 92 degrees. Not really practical, right? But we also have Moderna's that can be kept at 52 degrees, regular refrigerator temperature, a little more practical and higher efficiency rate at 94% as opposed to 90% with Pfizer. So let's see if we are not going to be using as much technology, the technology weighted index you would think would likely weaken, right? Yes, we're going into a pandemic, potential lockdown again. However, maybe we're trading all the way out in the future, out in April, that we have a vaccine coming out. Also want to mention this to you guys. Look right here. We have a lot of different announcements that are happening today. Let me refresh this because it hasn't been refreshed since 8/27. All right, so housing market numbers are better. Business inventories are lower. Capitalization utilization rate. No idea what this is. Capacity. What is this? Available resources being utilized by manufacturers. Okay, so the manufacturers are manufacturing things, but the inventories are higher because people aren't really buying them. So we're going to see at 1 o'clock, be prepared in half an hour, we could see some extreme volatility. When we see the red folder here on forexfactory.com, the red folder means that likely whatever Fed Powell has to say, and member Brainerd, whatever Powell has to say is going to really affect the currency market. Well, why? We know yesterday that we had, who was it? Clarita. Member FOMC member Clarita came out at 2 o'clock and said, yes, we're buying 80 billion a month of federally backed securities. Well, what does that do? That puts more money into the hands of the U.S. public, but what does it do to the U.S. dollar? When you have extra supply of something, it's going to drop it to the downside, right? So they might come out and say, yes, we're going to be buying all of these securities. We're going to continue to prop the market up. However, is that really the best for the economy in the long run? They're using a lot of tools right now, but they're not addressing the fact that there's so many companies that are hurting that are probably going to be filing for bankruptcy. I got to look that number up for the States. I know that in Canada, personal bankruptcies are going up 8% a month for the filings. That's pretty big that people are starting to file bankruptcy at a increasing rate of 8% every month. Let's look it up really quickly. Let's see. In rates of bankruptcies in America. All right. No, let's see. We want per month. Monthly. Let's see if we can find this really quickly. Bankruptcy statistics. There we go. All right. Let's look at the stats, guys. Let's see how healthy the economy is in people's pockets. October commercial filings, total bankruptcy filings. Now, okay, total bankruptcy filings. Oh, but that's not monthly. I want to see monthly. Do they have a monthly? Anybody have that? Per state, to present. I want a monthly. Tesla volume. Hey, look at that. Everybody's watching. U.S. bankruptcies. It's not showing us monthly, maybe bankruptcy statistics. Because this is huge. If people are filing bankruptcy, all of that credit that they've been living on while they haven't been working is going to, no, this isn't it. Okay, well, we'll look at that later. I'll look at that and I'll put it out there for you guys. That if all of these people that are working and living on credit right now are filing for bankruptcy, what's that going to do to the credit debt? Bubble explosion. Mortgages. Nope, sorry, can't pay the mortgage. Write off for the banks. No income for the banks. If, hey, bad scientist, you're late today, slap on the wrist for you. Cars. People that have taken out cars, but they filed bankruptcy. Well, they repo the car, but now there's all these cars. What's going to happen to the value of the cars if everybody's filing bankruptcy? Drop the value of the cars, right? Used cars. What about, okay, so we went over homes, cars, credit card debt, right? What's going to happen to Visa and MasterCard? Yeah, everybody's using them. They're making all these fees off of everybody buying with Visa and MasterCard. Oh, it's a lovely thing. But what happens when the debt gets written off that people file for bankruptcy? So there's a bigger picture of national debt that they aren't necessarily looking at. If people are filing for bankruptcy because there's no jobs for them to get employed to pay for everything, maybe the U.S. economy needs to stimulate with jobs, not just money, which is going to devalue the dollar, make food prices go up, everything go up in price, and then the people that are unemployed are not going to be able to buy it. It's a little scary. So it's nice. Hey, yeah. All right, everybody likes my target, right? I'm calling it out today, 684 for Tesla. All right, let's go to the second one on my list. It is on sale, my watch list, if you guys are interested in purchasing it at cjanetrade.com. I will put the promo code REVEAL down below. I haven't changed it yet, so I think it's still at 65% after this video. I will change it, and it will be down to 63% savings. All right, it's dropping every day, a little Black Friday sale, trying to help you guys out. And, thanks, Christy. So, over here, 380 as a support level for fuel cell and 459. Didn't really provide a trade, but I gave it really wide numbers because if it could break up here, then likely a bigger move. Actually, I had 450, not 460, 450 right up here. So if it could break above, didn't happen. JD today, also on the move. Come on, work with me here. Trading view. And had a bit of a move sideways. Really didn't break out. It has just really been consolidating. Many times when you see this consolidation, a doji day, this could be positioning for a greater move, right? We had a really big day. Okay, a little bit more of an inside day. My 425 EMA on the 45-minute chart, we're above that. Maybe this is other people getting in before they explode it back up again, right? We had earnings. What were the earnings results? Positive. So not abnormal. Hey, we didn't get in yet. We're going to drop it down. We're going to lay our position, and then we're going to continue to take it up. Might be what happens. Not a guarantee that it's going up tomorrow, but if we could close above 88, my personal opinion is that this will continue up. At least we will fill the gap up here to 89.34. DraftKings. So DraftKings on our daily chart had earnings, had a hammer day here, green day next day later, and we're up above that. Like this on the bullish term, also a bit of a V right here, a cup and handle as well. If we do the cup and handle measurement here to the rim, all right, we've got 870. So we had the breakout of the downward channel right here at 41.55. Let's go here. Let's go up 870. My target for DraftKings be up here at 50.25. 50.20, actually. Let's call it 50.20. All right, so I like DraftKings potentially to the upside, especially if it could close strong on the day right here. Loving that Tesla's recovering off of that trend line and the 4 EMA on the 24-hour chart. All right, just keeping watch on that. Also, we had Riot and Mara were really moving. Look at that one today, guys. Breaking above 425. I knew I really should have watched this, but I had a meeting with my daughter's school today, so I missed this. It's okay. There's more opportunities in the market, right? No FOMO. Every day has a new opportunity to make money. The longer that you are in the trading community, in the trading world, you will recognize that, and it's okay. Congrats to all that caught on this. Let's also check out GBTC on that and see if GBTC is ripping with Bitcoin, and it is. And let's go and look at Bitcoin and USD and see. It's probably moving to the moon. Up to 17 yet? Oh yeah, almost to 18 for Bitcoin. Nice move here off of this breakout from yesterday. Very nice movement there. All right, so that's probably Mara as well. Is Mara moving? Riot and Bitcoin and Mara and Overstock also tend to, Overstock tends to move as well. It is moving up nicely, however, and it had a nice bounce off of the bottom down here. So would look for this one, as long as we can hold above 55, potentially a nice move to the upside, continuation. Let's see, let's draw the trend line here. Would like it to break above this trend line, so above 62.50, but that's going to be dropping as it happens. And pulled back, found a support area here, and moved upward off there. Got off topic, but let's continue and let's move back. So Apple today, had Apple on my potential short list, first one on the potential short list, and it has actually surged a little bit higher. And now we had a downward price action right at open, and now we're moving up. Will this continue to the upside or will this continue to the downside? We have this trend line right here, and we're holding above it. However, let's look at it on the weekly. Weekly, I know for sure it's still above the moving averages, but where are we going, right? We keep hitting this. Are we going to continue and come back down, back inside this triangle right here? Now, Mark, as I was doing my measurements, right? If we have that breakout, $38, if we break above right here, I would look for 158. If we break down below over here, we'll call it 111. 111 minus 40 would be 70. That would be a really dramatic pullback in the market if Apple dropped down to 70, but it'd be a great buying opportunity, right? There are these potentials. So keeping everything on watch here, looking at it technically, we've had volume coming into it. We had a bit more volume yesterday than normal. However, the volume has been dropping. Are we going to be able to take out yesterday's candlestick above 121? In my opinion, we really need to break 122.50 for that further breakout to the upside. So I would be watching for this to be taken out. Yeah, you get that too, Mark? Nice. All right, so plug, crazy day yesterday, surged up. Today, a bit of a pullback and bounce. So a little bit of an upward movement. However, we are in a downward trend on the shorter term, upward trend. So I like it better when they're confirming together. All right, BP. You know what? I wouldn't use that as anything different because this is the chart that the computers are reading now, Mark. So I would look at it as the computers have probably gone ahead and recalculated everything. And so they're looking at the present chart. So I would use the present chart. All right. BP, we had a nice move up above 1960, 1970 over here. To the upside, had a potential move. Hey, if we break down 1950, look at this. It provided opportunities both directions. Now we're hitting a trend line over here on the daily chart. Will we be able to close above it? Not sure of that. Oh, let's go to the 24-hour chart. I like that one better. Yeah, we tested it yesterday. Will it reject right here? This might be a profit-taking area of partial profit. If it doesn't, if this rejects right here, I don't know what's going on in the level 2. It looks a little bit overextended on the stochastics, and RSI is rising on the 24-hour chart as well. And this one, advanced decline, showing a bit of potential curl down. AAL today, right? Well, we surged up above. if we have the higher volume yesterday, right here at the trend line, and we dropped below it momentarily. However, if we go ahead and turn off the, oops, that's not what I wanted. I want the extended hours turned off over here. Really, for extended hours, we have remained above this except for 9:30 today. Right after that, which we bounced off of the 20 simple moving average, and we're right back up above this trend line. So potential for the airlines to continue to the upside, really. Jets as well follows it very similarly, and Jets has Delta, United, Love, American Airlines. It's got a bunch of the airlines in it. The highest volume is back here. If we can break above 21.25, let's put an alert crossing up. Continued move even higher potentially for it, crossing up on the shorter time frame I'm talking about now. All right, PFE, Pfizer today. Well, everything is fine and dandy with vaccines coming out. However, Pfizer is not the most practical to transport, right? You have to have such cold temperatures. It does look like there's pretty strong support here, though. You guys see this right here at 36.20? Hey, it came down, bought it back up, 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 bought it back up. If this fails, watch out. Maybe we'll come down here to 34.68. Over here, 34.68. How far down would that bring us? Oh, pretty much back down to the lows of October. So keep that on watch. Maybe we will come just shy 8 cents away from 34.68. The low of 34.68 in October. Look at that crazy move. 34.68, $8 in just about 5 days with that Pfizer news announcement. All right, Peloton for Kyle. If you guys have anything that you want to check out, just put it in the chat and we will look it over. So Peloton here bounced off of that support yesterday. And now, oh, it's so funny. Don't you know that as I'm talking about BP, a big print comes out. So funny. The charts are predictable. You guys don't necessarily need to have dark pool data, but if you can read the charts and you can see where it has that resistance, especially for a long period of time, right? Hey, we had this, oh no, it was BP. I was looking at, which one was it? Pfizer was the one I was looking at. All right, let's go back to Peloton. CRM and ISRG will do. All right, so Peloton on the daily. It's getting your eyes used to reading the charts too, Christy, so that you see what's going on. So Peloton, we have this downward trend right here. I'll look at it. We'll look at it, MTETs. All right, so this has been in a downward trend. We had 2 anomaly days and then it dropped right back down. If this could potentially close above 103, really 103, 104, would look for this to surge to the upside. Here's the thing, the volume is dropping, right? There isn't a really big move right now. It's a little, it has a wide range for the day, $3. But when you look at the charts, right? We had a big day, another day had a not so crazy high volume. Our biggest days of volume are back here, right? So confirmed move to the upside, break above this 50 simple moving average above 109, or break down below over here. We had another big day. We had buying pressure. You can see it tells you by the candlestick wick right here. And now we're in a downward trend overall. So it needs to break the trend. We need to have some more volume. We need to break above this trend line. I would really look more for confirmation above 109 to the upside for potential positioning to go long. However, if somebody were to go long, I would use potential stop area down here of 92. So it goes to your risk management. What would you like? That confirmation in getting in and then a wider stop for it to come all the way down here and potentially try to catch the knife? Or are you going to wait for the confirmation? All right, CRM. So CRM, we have this downward channel that I drew a while ago. It looks like we've rejected it again today. Looks like it's pretty strong, and we would need more confirmation to the upside that would break out. Right? Maybe it's going to come back down to 250 again. Maybe it'll stop here at 254. Let's see where it closes on the day as well. When we look back at it, that was drawn from here and here, and we'll create a one right here. Get rid of this one. This is no longer valid. So here's our wedge that we're looking at, right? We might even say we've got this going on, right? We have a bit of a downward triangle, but we also have this one, this bound right here. So if it breaks below 242, I would look for a test down here of 231. You're looking to short CRM to 197. I don't know that it would go all the way to 197. My personal opinion, I don't think that it would. I think it would likely fill the gap. The biggest I would look for down here is down to 217. But I'd look for support areas right here on this 241 to 231. It is a lower risk short up here, testing and rejecting that again for the fourth time, that there's not any buyers taking it up. Earnings is coming up, so it's a bit more risky, but that's December 1st. That we still have 2 weeks on that. So more, it is rejecting again. I would wait for it to break down below 250 personally before I would get into a short on it. You know, my bear and bull line right there. That's what I would look at. All right, and ISRG. Hold on, I missed one from Kyle. He had Peloton and EIGR. I didn't put EIGR here on here. EIGR, KTOS. All right, make sure I get them all. All right, ISRG, surgical stuff. I'm seeing that we're hitting a top here that it's not able to go above, right? Right here. It's not able to really break out from here. And we're in a bit of a downward trend on the shorter term right here. And look at that. I love it when you draw it on the daily and then even on the 45-minute chart, it goes ahead and it respects it. And I wasn't drawing it to this candle. I was drawing it up above. So this could have been the lower. This was that second test of that trend line, higher volume, and it rejected it. So it's no wonder really that we came down and we closed below, or we opened below. We have a bit of a gap, so they haven't fully closed the gap up here. Might bring it up to 750, 350, and then drop it back down. So it looks as if it's going a bit like this, right? So we had up, up, down, up, next leg potentially down from there, my opinion. And we're below the moving averages on the 45-minute chart have switched and they've rolled down the hill. Looks as if we have our support over here around 741 on the shorter time frame. Oh, don't forget to join me tomorrow at 3:30. I will be on the round table with Ticker Talker as well. So check that out. I will post it live on Twitter, the link at least when we go live. So EIGR, I like it, Kyle, as a potential short here. Look at how it rejected the 425 on the daily chart over here. Now, I have no idea about this company. I don't really like pharmaceuticals. It does seem to have a bit higher than normal volume on today's activity. Had earnings, ran up from earnings, pulled back now. Is this a change of trend, or is the biggest volume right here? We're now entering into that. Is this going to take out this volume? If it takes out this candlestick low of 995, potential for it to really come back down, I would say the next test would be roughly 945 right here. But to the upside, it would need to break back above over here 1062 for that W type breakout and hold above 1062. So if it regains some strength today and it closes above 1062, might be a potential long, because then you're also going to be above the volume where it closed over here, and you're above all of this. It's taken out the past 2 months. All right, last one, KTOS for MTETs. Let's check this out. 2250, you're saying? I don't think it's looking like it's going to potentially get there. Look at the volume dropping off and how it's stalling right here at 2075. Do you see that? It looks as if it's going to reverse right here, in my opinion, because we have big volume. Hey, maybe they bought here. The volume's dropping as we go up, and we've got lower volume today, right? Now, maybe at 1 o'clock, things are going to change in just 9 minutes. So maybe we will see that it will continue to surge higher if the market surges higher. Let's see if anything is happening over here. We've gained a little bit of strength over here, but we're not able to close above 361.66. So I will just set an alert right there. Alert. I'll do above 361.75 or below here, because I'm about to go and head out and do some errands, do some mom things, crossing down. So I like to set up my alerts on TradingView. If you guys do want to subscribe to TradingView, I am going to give you the link. They are awesome. I absolutely love the software. And they're going to have their biggest sale coming up Black Friday. So you could sign up for the free version right now for TradingView, and that you get free for 30 days. And then at that point in time, or Black Friday, you could subscribe at 60% off. Their biggest sale of the year is their Black Friday sale. And I love this software. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you all tomorrow at 12:15. Carpe Profit sees us profits one trade at a time. If you all are new to my channel and you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you for the 10 people that did hit likes. I do appreciate it. And I will see you all